how did it feel to sort of reunite with the guys again and work on this project?
Well, I'm going to take my glass off, it's very rude. It was amazing to get to work with your friends, you know. It's one thing to work with people you like, but to work with people you know really well and have lived with for years and years, you know, it's great. It's great to be back in the old gang. So it felt very comfortable, like coming home, like putting on a pair of comfortable slippers.
Now, I've seen the film, but for those who haven't, tell us a little bit about your character.
I play a guy called Gary King, who is this sort of, used to be the leader of the gang, and now he is a sort of sad, washed-up drunk who tries to get his friends back together to do this pub crawl once again, to go back to their hometown, which he somehow manages to succeed in doing. And they go back and they find that all is not what it seems where they grew up. So it starts off as a bittersweet Friends Reunited comedy and turns into a science fiction action film.
And speaking of the action, I mean, there was so many fight scenes. How did you sort of prepare yourself to do this and start slaying zombies?
I trained very hard, you know. We had to do very complex fight scenes, and we wanted to do them ourselves, you know. We wanted to be the ones that we didn't want to really hand over to the stunt crew. We wanted to do it ourselves, and that means when you do it like that, you can actually shoot the actors fighting. So we trained for a long time, you know, a few months of intensive training and fight choreography, and we got good at it. We got badass, as The Rock said.
You guys were very badass. And then I have to ask, you know, in the past films that you've worked on with Edgar and Nick, you sort of play more of the serious, straight character. In this one, you're a little bit more of the baby mess-up. How did it feel to sort of, you know, switch roles?
It was really fun. It was liberating. You know, we felt like we didn't want to just keep doing the same thing. In Hot Fuzz and Sean, I've been the kind of grown-up one in the relationship, and Nick's been the child. Whereas in this one, I'm very much the child. I'm a guy who wants to go back to being a child, basically. So it was fun. I got to be a bit silly and a bit crazy, and I loved playing Gary. He was a joy.
And my last question for you, have you ever attempted such a serious pub crawl in real life?
Never 12. I mean, in my day, when I don't really drink anymore, but when I did, I would usually sit in one pub and drink 12. The idea of walking between them seems counterproductive. You know, if you just get a nice seat in the corner of one, you don't have to do any walking. So it seems silly to me.
Very true. Thank you so much.